Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and if it's Tuesday, it's the Strat Attack show. That's where we hop into the urban assault vehicle and see what's going on. So we've got some things going on. We got the Fed coming tomorrow, Fat Stacks Powell. See what he's going to have to say. He's going to speak tomorrow, so that should be interesting. We might get a little quiet in front of that, but we'll see. As of right now, one of the things that we're watching a lot of is these weeklies. And here, can you get back, stay in this outside week? That's going to be really important. So for the SPY right now, the daily, we had the reversal on Monday, 2-2 back up. Then the continuation, to kind of stalling out here, not really taking this out yet. So a lot of things could still happen. You got QQQ doing this, still stuck in this range. So the question is, can you come up on this outside bar and triangulate out? Because you have the weekly, the outside week, and still trying to come back up through that. Hasn't done that as yet. So we've got some wild cards here for tomorrow, because you've got Facebook, you've got Google, all these inside days, Google, Amazon, all inside days and barely doing anything on the week. Amazon inside, hasn't even picked a direction for the week yet. So a lot of that stuff could tell a few tales. We've got Tesla. And Tesla, once again, this is what you want to look for. The weekly here, the outside week, that's your broadening formation, took out both sides, attempt at one side and then back through the range, 322, and you can see that was over 398.99 so far. A really hop and move on that. We'll see if that keeps up. One of the themes we had early was IBB, and IBB takes the outside, inside, 312 week to the upside, but makes its magnitude and takes this out. Right, so the question, can it keep going and stay up on that? For the monthly, you can see this, it goes, stops them out and comes back, going back green. So you got stuff like Regeneron, still red on the month, and you can see the weekly, though, how here it's trying to go back up through that. You've got stuff like ALNY. Here's an inside week to the upside, I believe ARNA, like so. So we'll see if anything comes of that. Let's see, what else do we have in that? Yeah, we can leave that there. We got also the transports. Transports, slightly inside week to the upside, and you can see here on the daily, they got their slight days up. But now you got FedEx ripping after hours here, and so we'll see FedEx going 222, and we've known about this for so long, watching this coming back towards the all-time highs. And UPS, we'll see what comes of that, because UPS starts off here, the tight inside week 3-1er, so maybe they get another boost with FedEx tomorrow. Union Pac in the trannies, the leader for the week anyway, and so just exhaustion risk by going into new highs here. You don't have any more pivots to go after, but anytime you get the market to pull back in the afternoon like we did today, and you can see this going out near the highs, it gets my attention with, like CSX, and we'll watch other rails, stuff like that, still chewing their way up so far. CHRW and the truckers here had a nice day too, and that also exhaustion risk. You are going into new highs after taking everybody out. And the weekly, just expansion into the upside, so we'll see about that. STZ, and not too exciting, but we always want to make sure that we're following the good signals here, and you got an inside week, and that's good, just going a little slight higher highs, but that reconfirms on the monthly here what we know here. Slight higher high, slight lower low, that's a 2-2-2 continuation. These become an outside bar of that. The question is, can we come up on this? The good thing is you've got more pivots and stuff where people are going to be short against, and where they think resistance is. Like, oh, this is resistance, as if there's sell orders in there. Those are buy orders right there. Stops, just so you know. If we go to Eastman Chemical, not really blasting here, but you got your inside month to the upside, and that's always going to get our attention. We're not doing too much this week just yet, but we want to stay on stuff like that, because you've got ALGN here, and that does this today. The inside day to the upside, and that reconfirmed what we knew here, the inside month. So you can see they triangle them out down in here, lower lows. Now, you made it through here, so there's your broadening formation. The question is, can it keep going up into this stuff here? But you always want to look for these series. The reversal, the 3 reversal, the 3-2, and the inside bar back up, and then this continuation, stuff like that. If we go to iRobot, here you can see that's an outside month, but coming back to this outside month, right, after taking these out. So you're back into the old broadening formation. to see if we can get back up through that. Here you see, stop them out, coming back through. And so you got a little bit more up in here to try and take that stuff out. Nice day today for iRobot. The inside day to the upside. If we go to POD, P-O-D-D, and POD, doing this. Here's your weekly. Outside, inside, boom. We're looking to take this out here. It's almost there, 226.72, so a little bit more, but you never know. Good things tend to happen when you trade with these signals. Also, Chinese EXPD, still going. Like so. We've known about that since, there you go. The triangle, the out, the 2-2 reversal here. Then the 2-1-2 continuation. It's still going, so we'll see. It's, once again, exhaustion risk by going into new highs, but we'll keep an eye on it. Lows in retail. Weekly, slight lower low and coming back through. And so just looking for new highs in there. You can always watch that, obviously, with Home Depot. The 2-2 reversal week to try and take all these guys out back into the highs. Deckers. And Deckers on the week. 2-2 reversal back up through previous range. And that also changes this month and takes your green. So potential outside for there for Deckers. Go to SQ. And SQ still red on the month, but you got this working the week. Outside, inside, up, and you got some good distance to get up through there. If we can get that going, we'll see how that goes. If you go to TMUS, TMUS is a little tight, but you can see this outside week and then 2 down and then coming back through here. So if you go to your daily, like I said, they're all going to be broadening formations on shorter time frames. And you just go like this. This price discovery starts over again after the gap. Like so. So you can keep an eye on T-Moose. D-Dog. D-Dog. You can see that slight higher high, trying them out, and then coming back through this. And weekly, there you go. The 2-1-2 reversal coming back through this range. Right? So you're pretty much taking care of that, but like I said, good things can tend to happen when these signals kick in. Now, NOW. NOW here. This is a slight lower low, so that's a 3-2-2 here. Over 468.32, all right? And you got a nice distance up into there if we can take that out. ZBH. ZBH not doing too much, but it is inside week to the upside. Sometimes when you get these drifters like that, they start to accelerate later, and that's kind of what we're hoping for here if you look at the monthly. Still working their way up into the all-time high, so far so good. We'll see what comes of that inside week. GSX. And GSX weekly here. Outside week, poke down. These are now an outside of all this. Right, that's nice. So we'll see if that can keep coming up on this stuff here. But understanding this type of magnitude is really going to do you well on the 3-2-2 back through. Right, because you don't have to draw your broadening formations. People always have, how do you draw it? I'm like, you don't have to do that if you trade 3-2-2 and 2-2s because it's already there. It's this on a shorter time frame, and then you take it out because it broadens, and then boom, you come back and it broadens again. Thus the name. NVCR, and this has been a nice 3-2 weeker. And like when they sell it down and pay up, sometimes that's the aggressive. The buyers are just like, whoa, whoa, bam, screw you, all right? And here we go. There's actually an outside, then outside, because if they're willing to pay up and sell down, they might be willing to do it again. And they tried them again, and they said, I don't think so. And bam, right to the upside. Some exhaustion risk on there after a few nice days, but we'll see. Splunk. And Spelunker, broadening formation on a shorter term time frame when you have your outside, right? So you might say blood red, that's true, but they were willing to pay up and sell down. So just like these weeklies on the SPY and a bunch of things where you're getting back into the old outside bars, if Splunk could get back into here, right, 223.33, I'm sorry, 189.10, then we're back into the old try, and that would look like this on your daily here. And you have your inside day, and you can see the price discovery going back and forth and back and forth. All right. So most people will draw off like known pivots like this so you can see the chart. Actually, all you want to do is be able to draw a line that would be an outside, that everything else would be an outside bar. So you can have like this, this is an outside bar of all that, right? Because we know that exists. And you'll see the sub tries, boom, boom, boom. So, Splunker. We've got the Fed tomorrow, and oh boy, Citicorp. Ooh, they're going to throw this baby out. This is doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing. By the way, we ain't going to make any money for a very, very long time. So down she goes. You have here your inside week to the downside after the chop shop. JP Morgan is also slightly inside week to the downside. And Goldman Sachs here, we can keep an eye on. This is getting closer to a monthly break here. Inside month and down here. Would be below 196.53, but we'll see what the Fed has to say and how they react to that. BDX. And BDX here, taking out last month's low, outside month to the downside, and still going on your weekly here. And you can see this is, people ask me, what's triangle day out? I'm like, when they take out the highs, and then you have another 2-2 reversal in this direction, right? And so then if you go down to the 15-minute, had this on the chat room today. This is how you wait for corrective activity. You don't want to take every inside bar. You want to start with a reversal, and then you can add when you have the continuations. You can still take continuations. You just have to know the difference, right? So this is what we wait for. Triangle it out, stop them out, boom, 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 all the tight stops are gone, right? So you had corrective activity against you, 2 to the upside, then inside bar, boom, right there, here, all right? And you can see it again. They triangled them out down in here. And then 2 goes 3, and bam, back to the lows, you see? So Cardinal Health. CAH also having some problems here, and I always want to be aware of anybody taking out last month's lows, and that's it, 222 on the Cardinal Health, and going out on the lows of the day today, so we'll see if more comes of that. CCL announces they're going to get another $1 billion worth of stock for you if you want it. I don't, but and so you can see taking the last week's lows. It's been tight in here, but you can see the price discovery starting here with the lower low and then the higher high of that, and now coming back through. And we know that there's nothing really good in the pipe for these guys that we know of. And of course, you can watch that with RCL and CLH. See if they want to bring all these guys in at once. Pandemia. You got Spotify. Also having some issues. Here's an outside bar on the week, and it's like take it down, but now it's trying to re-break that. That's a problem if you start coming back through there. It is already outside month, so if you could reclaim this, you'd be okay, right? But for right now, the daily is having some problems here. Now, if you could pivot machine gun back through here, you might be okay, but we'll keep her. She's looking down the crevice there. NNOX. And some things are just volatile enough to just watch, right? When you see these things having this kind of moves, all right, you can try and stay on these 60s and see what comes of it. It's chopping around a little bit down in here, but we'll keep an eye on it just because it's been moving so much. Ah, yes, the old reverse split trick. WLL takes its inside week down, although this was actually just a split. And so the thing is, oftentimes when like these little crappers do the reverse split, they just tumble all the way back down until they go out of business again. So I'd keep an eye on that. Wingstop. Wingstop just having a rough month here. The 2-2 reversal here, right? After the 2-2 reversal here, right? And so on the weekly, it's just kind of sitting there for now, but you can, when you have the cluster like this, here, see that? They triangle them out here. Stop them out. Now we'll see if they want to take them a little bit lower, if this is a continuation pattern. Stop them out and then boom. Let's see. CACC. CACC, we've been watching this for a while, ever since this, right? Because you had this in the monthly. The outside month, and now it's 3-2 to the downside. Then you had your weekly, all right? Still marching her down, so it's she's still floundering a little bit here, so we'll see if there's any more puke in there. Mercy me. Okay, for the week, slightly green and inside. Just going to keep an eye on that to see if that changes, because it is inside month and down, and so far just not doing too much, just kind of sitting here. So we'll see if that sets up to continue that month. Burritos. The burritos go inside day here, so we'll see what comes of that. A lot of these big boys on the inside day, and the reason that would be important here is because your potential inside week and down with the inside day and down, and you're still red on the month, so that would give you full time frame counter to the downside. like so. So, like I said, we're going to wait for the Fed, see how everything reacts here. A lot of tentativeness, if you could say, in the futures as we just kind of take out previous highs. So things can change. Just keep an eye out and look for any reversals on those dailies, because I'm going to update you on them all every day. That's going to do it this week. All right, I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black Channel here. Take a attack with the Strat Attack.